sponsored tonight by EDM Security. They are by far the premier security firm on the Gulf Coast. Now, there's a lot of talking to be done. There's a lot of important things to mention. I want to go ahead and mention that we are debuting a brand new belt right here in Crestview tonight. We have a championship match for the women's title as well. And of course, a main event featuring the Revolt Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. All that and more, we are so excited. With your permission.
And we are here live, ladies and gentlemen, January 5th, 2019, for Revolt Pro Wrestling, presenting the next chapter.
Weighing in at 330 pounds, he is Oxford Haney.
And as we see the official Dave Boyson make his way into the ring, he is followed by Haney. I am the most athletic voice in all of the Southeast, Justin Bergen, and I am joined alongside Bryce Anthony.
That's right, Bryce Anthony, your broadcast journalist here, bringing you all the great action of Revolt Pro Wrestling as Ox Haney enters the ring, and what a mountain of a man he is. I do believe Suicidal Soulja is going to have his hands full with Oxford Haney.
You are not lying about that, right? This guy is a mammoth.
He is a true beast. I've seen him work out in the gym. You won't believe what he puts up on the bench.
Put 330 pounds.
Plus.
I do know, in fact, he reps that.
Man has thighs the size of tree trunks. He could crush you to death with those. As a crowd breathlessly awaits the arrival of Suicidal Soulja.
Big fan favorite here.
He is a high flyer, no doubt. Great skills in Soulja, but I don't know if he'll be able to overcome the size of Oxford Haney.
Well, yes, Oxford Haney
Introducing his opponent
is bigger.
From Milton, Florida, he weighs in tonight at 170 pounds. He is the general of the Camouflage Entourage. He is the Suicidal Soulja.
I tell you, our announcer, Matt Moody, one of the best in all of the East Coast.
The Camouflage Entourage. The Camouflage Entourage. Always important to have your fans' names rhyme.
And I tell you, Oxford Haney is huge, but Suicidal Soulja, he definitely takes on any and all comers. Last, or 2 months ago, I should say, at Rise Up, he put on a match of the year with Tony Storm and almost came away with a victory. However, they were both counted out by the fabulous Jimmy Hinder, and that match was declared a draw.
Well, you know what they say, almost doesn't count, and it's only good in horseshoes and hand grenades. So Suicidal Soulja is going to have to put on one heck of a show to come out with the win tonight.
You are correct, right? He's going to have to pull out all his bag of tricks tonight to come up with a victory here.
And his bag of tricks is deep, and it goes all the way to the top rope and all the way to the floor from what I've seen. But yeah, Oxford Haney is sheer violence and pure power.
Yeah, this guy is a mammoth. Going to be difficult for Suicidal Soulja to get him down and attempt his 850 splash. That is a 450 splash, but Suicidal Soulja likes to call it the 850 splash, paying homage to Panama City, that is.
There's a crowd reaction to Suicidal Soulja. They love him here in Crestview. They love him everywhere he goes. We just hope that the fans' reactions can help him in this match tonight.
Definitely going to have to feed off the energy. Because I did get to talk with Ox Haney backstage, and he is a man possessed and has his sights set on goal at when Zane Stevens captured the Revolt Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, Haney turned on Christopher Santos, and I asked him about that. I asked him about their little group they formed with West Warren, and he said, hey, I'm a man on my own. I will do anything to get in the ring with Zane Stevens and capture the heavyweight championship.
And the crowd is really giving it to Ox Haney. They do not appreciate him much here in Crestview. And there comes the support for Suicidal Soulja.
And there is the bell. Big support for Suicidal Soulja, and it's only a matter of time before we hear the famous shave your back chant.
There's a standoff to begin with, a couple of shoves, and here come the blows. Oh, a vicious chop from Soulja.
Soulja wasting no time. He knows he's going to have to attack early and stay on the weekend.
Oh, you ain't moving that boulder that way. Duck underneath. Caught him with a head scissors. Oh, head scissor takeover.
Nice agility to start.
Drop kick.
Suicidal Soulja gets off to the outside.
Sends Haney to the outside. Haney looks stunned. And there goes Soulja, gonna fly. Oh, just to the apron.
Look at the agility.
Oh, he's in a whole world of hurt now. Oh, slam right on the ring apron.
Is great until you get caught by the power.
That is the hardest part of the ring right there. And there's your famous chant. I'm going to blame you for this. You're the one who invoked it.
The crowd trying to get in the head of Ox Haney.
You had to go and tell him to say it, didn't you? Oh, reverse back elbows, trying to get out of this vicious headlock. And Soulja run into the corner.
Yeah, Haney knows he has to ground Suicidal Soulja, take away the speed and agility.
Oh, and a boot to the face. Oh, he turned him inside out with that clothesline, going for the pin.
And just like that, a near fall. Ox Haney knows how to counter. He nearly took his head off.
Oh, Soulja's bell is rung on that one. I don't think he knows where he is.
The opening moments of this match, and Soulja could be concussed just like that.
I think he kicked out of a pure instinct. I'll have to hand it to him. There's a lot of fight in Suicidal Soulja, but that's a small package to put all that into. And is there just enough to overcome Ox Haney? Wheelbarrow into a bulldog.
Nicely done by Suicidal Soulja.
And Ox Haney is not seeing the good side of that right now.
Oh, man.
And a big splash in the corner by Ox Haney. Driving. Oh!
On display ×2.
And just continuing to drive the air from Soulja's lungs. They say if you can't breathe, you can't fight. And if you can't fight, you can't fly. And that takes away all of Soulja's offensive game.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Ox so far.
Going up for the superplex. This could be bad for Soulja.
Yeah, I don't think Ox has to go this route, but hey.
He's fighting him off.
Gotta give him credit for trying.
Haney is down. Soulja's going up top. Now this is where he really shines. This is his playground.
850 splash.
Goes for the 850 splash and nails it.
850 strong. If he can get the cover, it could be over.
This could be all for Ox Haney. Oh, and a kick out of the 850 splash.
Dave Royson almost counted a 3 there. Ox got the shoulder up at the last second.
Have you ever seen anyone kick out of the 850 splash?
No, I have not.
Caught into a vicious choke slam.
That's it.
Going 1, 2, and kicks out at 2.
My goodness, what a choke slam.
I thought that was the end for Soulja. I thought it was over right there.
Yeah, you know, Bryce, I thought Suicidal Soulja was going to gain some momentum after Ox kicked out of the 850 splash, but Haney counters and drives him hard into the mat.
It's like trying to get momentum with a boulder strapped to your leg. I mean, you got to move that mountain of a man around. It's going to take everything out of you just to get him into a corner, into the ropes. Soulja's going to have to use every bit of his agility just like that, keep his distance, and hope that some of his big moves land.
Impressive. The cover.
Standing shooting star.
Back and forth action similar to the match that we witnessed. Suicidal Soulja taking on Tony Storm.
He's got it for that choke slam again. Going up, and a flip out of it. Oh, and a knee right to the ribs. And just like I told you, Soulja just not enough tonight to overcome the huge man that is Oxford Haney. That man is a vicious monster. He should be locked in a cage, but I'd rather see him in the ring.
Yeah, you are not lying about that, Bryce Anthony. I mean, it was back and forth, and just like that, Ox Haney hit the never wake up, and hey, he is your victor tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
What an incredible open contest, Crestview. Anytime we get to see the high-flying aerial moves of the Suicidal Soulja, it's always an interesting time. I think we keep the action moving, though. Your following contest is set for one fall.
I think it's broken. Somebody broke the TV.
Introducing first, from Canton, Ohio, weighing in tonight at 270 pounds, Jennings.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with our second matchup tonight. We're going to see Juice Jennings taking on Cachi. And Bryce, I talked to Juice Jennings backstage, man, and this guy is a nutcase. He is one of those super conspiracy theorists. He even goes as far as to frame his own kidnapping in Ohio, started the hashtag Where's Juice, and then it later turned out he just used it to bring himself down south. I mean, the guy is crazy.
I mean, you call him crazy. That could be a masterwork of genius. Just because other people don't believe it doesn't make it a conspiracy, Jason. Now, this guy could have the inside track on a lot of important information. Now, who's to say someone didn't kidnap him? He escaped, and now he's here. Maybe he just doesn't have a way to get back yet. Maybe he's not done competing down here. Maybe he came down here for better competition, and possibly all of the competition in Revolt Pro Wrestling.
Well, hey, he did say he is looking for competition. And by the way, it's Justin, Bryce Anthony.
Whoever you are, does it matter really?
It doesn't matter because making his way to the ring now is Cachi, huge fan favorite.
Introducing his opponent, from Crestview, Florida, weighing in at 180 pounds,
A faker smile was never seen by anyone in the world of pro wrestling. Of course, the crowd's going to like him, appealing to the lowest common denominator. Look at him walking around, shaking hands, shaking babies, kissing hands.
Well, hey, he is a hometown hero as well. And, you know, Cachi, he was very impressive at Rise Up when he defeated Aaron, the Golden Idol James, but that momentum was not enough because in December, he ran into the man above par, Dale Springs, and Dale Springs picked up the victory. Cachi told me tonight he is going to look to get back to his winning ways.
I can totally believe that someone else would pick up the victory when you spend all your effort and time pandering to the fans. Of course, you're
very correct on that statement there, but I tell you, out of nowhere at any time in the matchup, if El Cachi hits that aerial knockout, it's lights out.
You're telling me this guy is a hometown hero?
He is.
He's from Crestview, Florida.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't go around claiming that if I were him.
Oh, come on. I love this town.
You would.
And there is the bell. Our second matchup underway, and this time our official is Kurt Diamond.
Crowd needs to be quiet. Let Juice do his work.
Yeah, because, you know, I talked to Juice backstage, and I asked him about some of his questionable losses, and he went everywhere, from UFOs to even Kennedy, just blaming all of his losses on nothing but conspiracies. Like I said, man, this guy is a whack job.
You're telling me that you're telling me just because Juice Jennings says it can't be true. You're telling me that we went from cassette tapes to a shiny disc that can play every song you've ever heard of in 2 years flat, and there aren't aliens. Juice Jennings is a mastermind, I'm here to tell you. He might be a mastermind outside the ring right now, courtesy of El Cachi, but a mastermind nonetheless.
Well, I tell you, El Cachi with that Hurricane Rana, he woke Juice up. Juice has to go out there and recover. And now he's ready, and I can just see it. I can picture it right now. Juice is going to say, hey, the crowd helped El Cachi get the opening advantage.
You don't know that they didn't. El Cachi showing some great technical skills here. Don't know that that's going to be enough to put down a guy like Juice Jennings. He's got a monstrous left hand. Yeah, El Cachi's feeling it right in his ribcage right now.
Juice Jennings is huge. If he can hit that juice extractor. Oh, there's the flossing. El Cachi out there flossing on everybody. Nice head scissor takeover. And Juice is outside again, Bryce.
You keep saying that he's outside. That is a tactical retreat. He is getting his plan together and coming back in the ring better than he was the last time.
Ah, it's a conspiracy, huh?
It very well might be.
Cachi looking to do something huge right here. Oh, puts on the brakes.
Fade a suicide dive. And a drop kick through the ropes. Oh, El Cachi down. It looks like he's having a problem with his eyes there.
Yeah, and you could hear somebody from the crowd say that Juice cheated.
I didn't see it.
I don't know.
Oh, going in for the powerbomb.
Oh, man, if he hits this, it's over.
El Cachi's got a hold of that top rope.
Desperation from El Cachi.
Oh, with a punt kick off the apron.
My goodness, did you hear that kick, Bryce?
Now, why does El Cachi have to resort to such dubious means? Can't he let Juice get in the ring and fight him like a man?
No, El Cachi is doing excellent right now. That was a breathtaking kick. He might get the count-out victory right now.
And that's what all El Cachi could hope for, is that Juice has a concussion and can't get back in the ring. I don't think he has a chance of putting him down for a 3.
Oh, but Juice hits a counter there, and now he is back.
And Juice on top, raining down the left hands. There's a pin. Juice claiming a 3 count, and referee claiming 1.
Yeah, now it's a conspiracy. Kurt Diamond's out to get him.
It looked a little slow. I'm not saying he's out to get anybody. I'm just saying those hands weren't falling too quick.
Well, Juice gonna have to quit relying on conspiracies and rely on back elbows like that if he wants to keep the advantage.
Right now, it looked like he relied on that hard strike to El Cachi's jaw. The crowd not on Juice's side at all, and he has no love lost for them. Giving him lip service right now. He's not liking what they're saying. Cachi down. Oh, but coming back with some strong right hands. Missed.
Springboard. I thought Cachi was going to hit a DDT there.
El
but
Cachi just got El Caught.
He did, Bryce. My goodness. Look at the strength on display. Nice fall away slam there. That was incredible. Juice, very impressive when he's not relying on conspiracies as excuses and nearly picked up a victory right there.
Juice Jennings is an amazing athlete. He is world traveled. He has been everywhere and done everything. And we are lucky to be seeing him in Revolt Pro Wrestling.
We are lucky to be witnessing all of this talent, Bryce. This is the best talent in all of the Gulf Coast.
You're not kidding.
But I mean the entire roster, Bryce, not just Juice.
Oh, all of them? Oh.
Nice scoop slam there.
Oh. And people just don't understand the kind of reverberation that sends through your rib cage, up your spine. It can knock you 6 times to stupid and leave you wondering where the guy went who just did it to you.
As well as Cachi having to kick out with all that body weight on him. You know, of course, typically a regular body slam doesn't pick up a victory, but what it does is it wears out El Cachi. Oh, he just went for the extractor right there, did Jennings, but Cachi caught him.
Cachi on the comeback now, ducks low. Looks like a sidewalk slam, flips out of it. Ducks a clothesline, comes back.
Huge tornado DDT.
Oh.
That could be what Cachi needs.
Juice's head just pinged off the canvas.
The cover.
2 count.
Call.
Now you have to give it up to the resilience of Juice to kick out of a move like that.
Yeah, and you have to give it up for El Cachi with impressive offense. This guy is remarkable.
Takes it so much athleticism to pull off a maneuver like that. The timing has to be perfect. Your equilibrium has to be in complete succinct. He's got a hold of the Bulldog.
Nice combo there. Running knee to Bulldog.
Juice back up, but I'm not sure he knows where he is.
He's dazed. And Cachi scoop slams him. Followed by a leg drop in the cover.
And Juice Jennings kicks out again.
Yeah, Cachi trying to use some of his body weight to wear down Juice Jennings.
Throw into the corner. Don't know what Cachi's setting up here. But Juice sidesteps it. Smart move right there.
Yeah, that was nice agility. And man, he just broke his neck with that German suplex. Look at Cachi, he can barely stand.
Juice is setting up for something. Oh, kick right to Juice's jaw. And a discus clothesline from Juice.
Man, counter after counter in the cover. Nearly picked up a victory, Bryce.
I thought that was it. I thought it was over. He took his head off with that.
Man, what an awesome second match here tonight at Revolt Pro Wrestling presents The Next Chapter.
The crowd getting solidly behind El Cachi.
Oh, he says that's it. It looks like he's going to set up for the Juice Extractor again. And if he hits this, not only will he pick up a victory, but Cachi might have to go to the emergency room. Is he going to try it off the second rope?
You can't blame Juice for being confident at this point. You saw that discus clothesline. I don't think Cachi even knows where he is.
Oh, my goodness.
Fighting back off the top rope. Went for the boots. Didn't happen.
Oh.
Swing kick to the jaw.
Nice power and agility by Juice himself.
Juice going up for the middle rope. Cachi trying to fight him off. A couple of elbows to the head.
Here.
And a forearm shiver to the face. Cachi up there on the second rope with him. Where do you think he's going with this?
Off the top, my
Right up from the top.
That was phenomenal. The cover.
And Juice Jennings kicks out. Can you believe it, Justin?
It's unbelievable, Bryce, but like I said, this is the kind of action that we witness every single time Revolt comes to town. The best wrestlers in the world as Cachi climbs to the top here.
This is what you get when two world-class competitors refuse to let the other win.
Oh, Cachi went for the airborne knockout there.
Going for the German again. Well scouted by Cachi. Cachi with a flying forward.
The aerial knockout, that's gotta be it, Bryce.
3.
It's academic.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Cachi.
And Cachi picks up a amazing, almost you would say upset over Juice Jennings.
Yeah, I mean, with the back and forth action we just witnessed, man, it could have went either way, but Cachi with that aerial knockout picks up a victory. This could be what he needs to get back to his winning ways. And I already know Juice is going to claim conspiracy.
Juice Jennings having some words with the referee.
I'm just going to make sure I stay away from Jennings.
I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions and fill you in.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
Folks, I think it's time for some tag team action. The following tag contest is scheduled for one fall.
For like 9 falls. Be funnier.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our third matchup.
Introducing first, from Bronx, New York. Weighing it together at 360 pounds. From the team of the women, G-Sky, the Uncanny, Richard King. Together they are the Rapture.
Bryce, I'm looking to see what the Rapture is going to bring to the ring here. Their debut at Revolt Pro Wrestling.
I'm not familiar with the Rapture, but they look like a couple of energetic guys. They look very athletic, very agile. It looks like we might be seeing some top rope shenanigans and high flying out of these two guys. The crowd not liking them at all.
Richard King in the black and red and Jay Sky in the black and white. They are the Rapture awaiting their opponents.
What is that?
Choosing their opponents, Ellie from Alabama, weighing in a combined weight of 427 pounds, through the team of Mott, Flemming, and
Justice, another fan favorite and regular here at Revolt Pro Wrestling, but making his debut as well is Matt Flemming. And I talked to him backstage. I said, hey, what you doing here at Revolt? He said, hey, I'm just excited to be here and I'm looking for new competition. I think they're going to have their hands full against the Rapture here tonight. Never tagged before.
A lot of variables in this one, a lot of unknowns. I've never seen Matt Flemming wrestle before, but he looks like he means business, and hanging out with a guy like Chris Justice says a lot about him. Chris Justice is an amazing athlete. The
Matt
Rapture,
Flemming from Chalmette, Louisiana.
The Rapture, however, does not look phased in the least to see this new pairing come up against him. As far as I've heard, the Rapture has been together a good long time, and it takes a long time to develop that chemistry as a tag team, and that may come into play in this match.
Wait, what is going on with this?
Who turned out the lights? It's all dark.
What is that?
Did you touch my leg?
Bryce, I have no idea what this is, but somebody's... I don't know
coming.
if that was an error or...
Somebody playing with the AV equipment, or...
I have no idea what that was, but anyway...
According to that, he's coming, and...
Yeah, somebody's coming apparently, but
I'll know
Anyway,
more.
Back to the ring.
As your broadcast journalist, I'm determined to find out.
Yeah, you do need to go backstage and find out what that's all about.
I'm not going backstage. I'm going to go where the real sources are.
And Dave calls for the bell.
Keep forgetting it's me.
But like you did say earlier, Bryce, you know, the chemistry of being a tag team, very hard to develop. So, like I stated, we have to give the advantage to the Rapture.
Being an established tag team says a lot. I mean, the two guys traveling the road up and down, knowing each other, knowing the nonverbal cues of each other. It's something that can't happen overnight. The Rapture has it. Flemming and Justice. We'll see.
We will see indeed. And, you know, I talked to the Rapture backstage, and I was asking them some of their maneuvers, and man, they have one called the Noah's Ark as well as the No Escape, and if they hit either one of those, it could be over just like that.
Yeah, the Rapture told me they talked to you. They said they didn't like you. You're a weaselly little guy.
Well, hey, you know, not everybody likes the most athletic voice in all of the Southeast, Bryce.
I don't think it's fair to give yourself a nickname. King has a death grip on Chris Justice's arm. And he is really working that arm wringer.
Justice, the bigger and stronger of the two. Clothesline to start, showing off that power.
And a reverse elbow to top it off. Not quite a drop kick, just for good measure.
Yeah, Chris Justice, he displays it all. True all-around athlete. Now let's see what Flemming brings to the table. Okay, there's some tag team wrestling right there, Bryce.
There's a double team maneuver, a double suplex. The Sky not having any of it. He's in the ring.
Yeah, and you know, like you stated.
Double hip toss to Sky.
And that double hip toss was nice, but like you stated, Flemming and Justice, not known to tag together, they should have stayed on the Rapture immediately.
Don't give them any space. I have a feeling that if you let the Rapture get their distance, they're going to take advantage in a big way. What you don't want to happen is exactly what's happening to King right now, and that's to have the ring cut off and be trapped away from your partner by your opponents.
Dave getting in there telling him watch the eyes here.
I didn't see him touch his eyes.
How could you not see it, Bryce? It was right there in front of us.
I think it was just some sand in the ring.
Must have been a conspiracy, huh? He raked the nose instead of the eye, huh? Oh, there's a cover.
And a kick to the gut by King on Chris Justice. Got him in a suplex. Nails it. Chris Justice is feeling that right in his lower back right now.
You got that right. Impressed with King. He knows he's the smaller man, so he's staying on Chris Justice instead of showboating or doing anything.
He also knows he's
grounded him to the corner.
He also knows he's in control. Look at him just toying with Chris Justice, kicking him about the head.
Now we see Jay Sky come in here.
Taunting Flemming in the corner.
Here. That's the no escape right there, Bryce. It could be it. The cover.
And a 2 count off of that.
You know, I tell you, Bryce, if it wasn't so early in the matchup, I think it would have been over right there.
A crossbody to the midsection, followed by a step-up enziguri in the corner. I don't know how Chris Justice is even making it to his feet.
Almost poetry in motion like there.
Jeff Hardy's here?
No, I was saying their tag team move there was similar to the Hardys. And I was also agreeing with your point as we're seeing the Rapture here use their tag team wrestling to get the advantage.
Sky with the cover, comes up with a 2 count. Jay Sky, a very impressive athlete, and look at him just toying with Chris Justice.
Yeah, you can see the Rapture. You can see their plan unfolding right now. They are going to try and keep Chris Justice in their corner and just wear the man out and get out of here tonight with a victory.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Cutting off the ring, making Chris Justice bear the brunt of the assault, keeping Flemming on the outside, making quick tags, wearing down your opponent. This is what tag team wrestling is all about.
And you know, with the state of the tag team championships right now, you know, we will see the champions, the international superstars in action later on. But, you know, as far as the next #1 contenders, it's really wide open.
I guarantee you, just coming in, the
cover.
The Rapture has her eyes on the Revolt tag team titles.
Yeah, because, you know, for a while it was the Space Cowboys as the clear-cut #1s. But at our last event, they lost to Furia Azteca, but there was never anything stated from management, so we really have no idea who is the #1 contenders after tonight. So, hey, if the Rapture can pick up a victory here, we might see them fight for the titles in February.
I know who the #1 contender is.
Who's that?
None of your business. Go do your own research. I'm the broadcast journalist. I have sources.
Okay, Bryce, I tell you what. Back to the action here. And as stated about the international superstars, we will witness them later on as they take on a critical mayhem. And then we'll
later
see
on might be a moot point as King and Justice just hammer away at each other.
Justice reaches for the tag, but he's still far away. And after that tag team championship match.
And something is wrong with Sky. He fell into the ring. And Flemming in the ring.
And there's Dave. He did not see the tag, so he cannot allow it.
I didn't see the tag.
I saw the tag.
There was no tag.
Oh, man. I see that too. Oh, they are just destroying Justice right now.
With a drop kick on it as a cherry on top, going for the pin.
That's it.
And Chris Justice amazingly able to kick out.
Unbelievable here. But after the tag team championship later on, we will witness our Revolt Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, Zane Stevens. He's going to have his hands full tonight.
Flemming costing his partner dearly by not staying outside the ring when he wasn't tagged.
You are not lying about that. Zane Stevens will be taking on Jaxon Slade tonight.
And a double kick to the head, and they both go down.
And now Flemming trying to get the crowd to make some noise here. Maybe Chris Justice can feed off the energy and make a tag.
Rolling towards his corner. The King is making his way towards Sky.
Yeah, Jay Sky looking to get in as well.
This is all just about who gets that tag first.
The Rapture knows that all their work will be for nothing if Justice gets out of there. They have worn him out, and he makes the tag.
There's both tags. And Flemming going house of fire on everybody, taking out both of them. King and Sky.
Yeah, Flemming, the fresh man, just running all over the Rapture right now. Nice spinning takedown there. The cover.
And King breaks it up for his team. Smart move on King's part.
Yeah, that was close, Bryce. That was very close. And now Justice is in there. This one's getting out.
Now what is he doing in there? He's not the legal man.
It's a total debacle, Bryce.
Oh!
That could have broke his ribs.
A train wreck gutbuster.
What's Justice doing here? Climbing up.
Justice heading for the high rent section.
Oh! They don't call it high risk for nothing. That one's gonna hurt, Bryce.
Justice on the canvas. Sky is up. Goes for the kick. Misses the kick. Hits it with an enziguri. Flemming is down.
I tell you, I think Justice was going for the kick of conviction there. But man, backfired. now Flemming eats the ring post of Rapture.
He met Mr. Metal real quick.
Oh, and here it comes.
Oh.
Noah's Ark. It's academic, Bryce.
2, 3.
It's over.
The Rapture picks up the win.
You know, like you stated earlier, Bryce, the experience came into play here. The Rapture, they looked good. They were slightly in trouble, but they regained, and after they hit that Noah's Ark, it was academic.
Richard King and Jay Sky, they know each other so well. And like I said, that chemistry of being a tag team for a long time definitely came into play in this match.
The following contest is for the Revolt Pro Women's Championship.
Bryce, time for some ladies action here tonight at Revolt Pro Wrestling, the next chapter.
Avery Taylor making her way to the ring, much to the chagrin of the crowd here.
Yeah, and the reason the crowd does not like her is back in August, Avery Taylor and the Dream Girl Ellie, they battled in the first ever women's match for the women's championship, and we saw a display of sportsmanship after Avery came up short. But however, at our next event, Revolution, when Avery came up short again, she turned her back on Ellie and attacked her, beat her down, and then at Rise Up, we saw Avery Taylor align with the Space Cowboys, and it was Avery Taylor who, although pulling the tights, picked up the much-needed victory over Ellie.
Avery Taylor to sit in the shadows and not jump on an opportunity to take what she rightfully believes is hers, which is the Revolt Women's title.
Well, I mean, I understand your point, Bryce, but I mean, you shouldn't be a sore loser in this sport.
When you call it a sore loser, I saw it jumping on an opportunity and taking advantage of a situation, which is exactly what everyone should do in any situation, and that's how you move forward in life, and that's exactly what Avery Taylor is working on.
You are not joking about that. She's going to want to use that momentum and try to carry that tonight, because Revolt management saw the outcome of that tag team matchup, and although Avery did pull the tights, they have awarded her a rematch, and she could capture the championship here tonight.
I do believe Avery Taylor has every intention of turning the Dream Girls' day into a nightmare.
Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Jersey City, New Jersey, Avery Taylor.
The crowd with some not too heartening words for Avery Taylor.
From Tampa Bay, Florida, she is the WXW Women's Champion and the Revolt Pro Women's Champion, Ellie!
Double champion, the Dream Girl Ellie, trains and works with the WXW, ran by the famous Haney family over there in Tampa Bay, Florida. We're going to see what kind of training and what kind of skills she has tonight, see if she can pick up a victory and retain her championship. Like I said before, as stated, she did suffer the pinfall to Avery Taylor back at Rise Up.
And that's what I'm talking about. Avery Taylor going into this with every bit of momentum. She's already pinned Ellie once. There's nothing to say she can't do it again.
And I'm just glad this isn't a 6-man intergender tag match this time. This time we get the one-on-one again. This time it's at the next chapter. It is for all the marbles. When I thought Avery was going to fall through, these women know each other very well. There's going to be a lot of counters in this matchup.
Ellie with the suplex off of the side Russian leg sweep. And Avery retreats outside. Good plan by Avery. Go outside, regroup, get your bearings, figure out what to do next. It's the mark of a true strategist right there, Justin.
And you can see it's frustrating the Dream Girl. Ellie's wanting her to get back in the ring.
And her lack of patience could cost her.
It could. She goes out after her.
Got a hold of her by the hair.
Oh!
And Ellie eats the ring steps.
Out of this world, Bryce. Man, could have broke her back.
Avery Taylor giving out free rhinoplasty tonight.
Jeez, and look at her break the count. That is very intelligent.
And she's letting the crowd know she knows it. This could be over. I don't see many people come back from a face full of steel.
Yeah, those stairs, man. Just like that, you see how anyone can gain an advantage at any moment during the matchup.
An advantage, she took a kisser full of diamond plate that might cost her a belt.
I mean, for 1 second, Ellie thought she was going to drive Avery's skull off the ring apron, and the next thing you know, her skull was eating the steps.
And now the next thing you know, she's getting a cannonball in the corner.
Desperation kick there.
I don't even know if she knows what she's kicking at this point.
Nah, she doesn't even have all the power behind those kicks. Oh!
And a sit-down powerbomb out of the corner. And a 2 count.
A near fall already, Bryce. You are not lying about those steps.
I thought that was 3 for sure.
The impact of those stairs, my goodness.
Avery Taylor just measuring her shots.
You can see the excruciating pain in Ellie's face.
The tilt-a-whirl slam by Avery.
It's over, Bryce.
And 2 again.
I was wrong there, Bryce. I'm telling you, this is going to be quick work tonight.
Justin, nothing can be said bad about the fortitude of Ellie. But can she come back from a shot to the stairs in her cranium?
Great awareness there. Avery just continuing to wear on the lower and upper back, wrenching the neck. I mean, Ellie's in trouble.
Ellie's in a lot of trouble, Justin. Avery on top, just rubbing her face in the mat. And now getting her well-deserved kudos from the crowd, taking a bow.
I mean, the crowd likes it, Bryce.
And
They're
what can
impressed.
you say? She planned this to a T. It may very well be just a matter of time before Ellie is counting the lights and Avery is walking away with her new belt.
Yeah, I tell you, Ellie, 1/3 of the international superstars. She may need one of them to come out here and back her up tonight.
Well, that would be cheating, Justin. And a chop right to Ellie's chest. She's got a hold of her. Walks the stairway to heaven. Springboard. Arm drag.
Well, Bryce, speaking of cheating, you don't think throwing somebody in the steps is cheating?
I think Ellie was on her way to the steps and Avery just helped her there.
One of those conspiracy theories.
Not a conspiracy, just Ellie was a little clumsy, didn't wait her time out, was impatient, and she's paid for it.
I see. Bryce, I think you need some glasses.
I think Ellie's going to need a nose job.
And you can hear the crowd now. Nice enziguri. That could
Crowd
be it.
chanting all he won't protect your head from somebody's foot.
No, but maybe, just maybe, the Dream Girl can feed off the energy and mount some kind of offense and make a comeback.
Right now, she's just lucky she's near the rope so she can get to her feet. Forearm shiver right to the jaw.
Oh!
And a vicious chop. Avery not holding back at all. The kid gloves are off. You know, you were talking about how they used to show sportsmanship, but sportsmanship's not going to get you the W.
Oh, and another forceful knife-edge chop.
A winning attitude, which Avery has in spades, will definitely bring that belt to her lap.
Oh, a double counter there. And there's a forearm. That could be what Ellie needs. Ah.
Drop toe hold right into the middle rope.
And here we go. Oh, Ellie catches her. Avery using shades of Ryan Fury's 619 there. Ah.
And a swing kick to the face.
And like I said, you can see these counter after counters taking place here. These two women know each other to a T.
Well, there was no counter to that thrust kick to the temple or that 619 right to the bush.
And I tell you, Avery Taylor now, she could be looking to set up the encore, but goes for the cover.
2 count. The Dream Girl Ellie pulling out everything, every bit of energy she had left to kick out of that. But just like that, it may very well be the beginning of the end for Ellie.
You see Avery not smart right there. She is jarring with Kurt Diamond. She's got to stay on Ellie.
Ellie with a thrust kick right to the abdomen.
You see, just like that, her jarring with Kurt Diamond was all the time Ellie needed to put up a desperation kick, and hey, it landed. And now Kurt Diamond, if he counts to 10, it's over. It's going to be a draw.
Ellie showing signs of life. First sign of life in the last 10 minutes for Ellie.
Remember, Bryce, Avery has to win by pinfall or submission to capture the ladies' championship here tonight.
And don't think I don't know that Ellie won't use that to her advantage. She could just get counted out. I don't think it's past her.
Well, I can promise you this. Part of being the one-third of the international superstars to cover, she will not do that. That is not how the international superstars fly, Bryce. No easy way out for them.
Ellie making a comeback here, got her up in a fireman's carry. Avery fights out of it.
Yeah, her back just gave out there, still feeling the effects of those steps.
Got her up on the top rope.
What's she going for?
Hangs her in the trio woe and puts the boots to her.
And utilizing all of Kurt Diamond's count, you know, he has to break it at 4 seconds because if Diamond gets to 5, he will disqualify her.
And Justin, I don't know if you know just how helpless of a situation that you're in when you're in that trio woe. Your legs are tangled, you can't defend yourself, you can barely get your hands in front, and Avery just pulling on the jaw, wrenching the back of Ellie, taking a horrible toll on her body.
And Diamond gets back to 4, but Avery lets go once again.
As long as it's not 5, it's all legal. And
I'm surprised Ellie is still in this match.
Ellie hanging from her feet, and Avery saying that's it. She's wiping her hands of the whole situation.
I'm telling you, the average woman would have given up 10 minutes ago, Bryce.
No one's saying Ellie isn't above average, but Avery is definitely way past average tonight.
And Ellie looking to try and get up. Oh, she caught her. Desperation flick there, just kind of tug on Avery Taylor's tights and pulled her off. And hey, Avery Taylor got a taste of her own medicine, if you ask me.
Oh, Avery's
pulling on the tights.
And she's feeling that. I didn't see her pull the tights, though.
No, I'm referring to Avery Taylor pulling the tights on Ellie. That's how they picked up the victory, Bryce.
I don't remember that.
Nonetheless. Oh, there's the spear. I was going to say that's what Ellie needed.
But that's definitely not what Ellie needed, but it's definitely playing right into Avery's hands. Avery Taylor was a master strategist at this. She scouted Ellie, took her down early, and Ellie's been on the back foot ever since.
One of the feuds of the year for 2018. Avery Taylor versus Ellie. Avery says that's it, and she's getting her up. She's going to set her up for the encore, Bryce. If she hits this, it's over. We're going to have a new champion.
Ellie rolls through. Got her by the legs.
What's she going for here?
Looks like she's going for a Boston Crab.
Got her. The International Tamer. That could be it. From out of nowhere, the International Tamer.
And Avery making every effort to get to the ropes. I don't think she has a chance to reverse this, Justin. I think the ropes are her only chance.
Yeah, she is in the middle of the ring. She's crawling it.
And pulled back. Ellie screaming for the
She
tap.
tapped out. She tapped out. She tapped out. I can't believe it.
Match and still Revolt Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, Ellie.
Bryce, from out of nowhere, Ellie hit the International Tamer.
Absolutely out of nowhere. This match was all Avery all the time. Avery Taylor put Ellie into the stairs early. Ellie was on the back foot the whole time, just trying to survive, and just by hook or by crook, definitely by hooking, got her in the International Tamer. Avery, who's forced with nothing else to do but tap out.
Yeah, and you can see the pain in Ellie's face right there. I mean, she is hurting. And hey, you can call it lucky, you can call it right place, right time, but no matter what you call it, Bryce, you call Ellie still the women's champion.
Think that I'm a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own. When I fall, we start again.
We are so excited for what we have in store. In fact, I think the best way to start off the second half of our card tonight is by introducing a brand new Revolt Pro Wrestling title. The following contest set for one fall is the first ever Revolt Pro Gulf Coast Championship match. Here comes the introducing first, he hails from Orlando, Florida, weighing tonight at 215 pounds. He is Cameron Thomas. Oh guys, sometimes with a live production view, we have challenges. Let's try one more time. Introducing first, from Orlando, Florida, he weighs in tonight at 215 pounds, Cam Thomas.
And we are back live, ladies and gentlemen. January 5th, 2019, Revolt Pro Wrestling presents the next chapter. And what a night it's been so far, Bryce. What is going on here, Bryce?
So, that's a good idea.
I'm not sure we're
Introducing first,
Cameron Thomas.
from Sicily, Louisiana.
Cameron Thomas is a big star, and there's no reason that he should have to come out first.
Pounds, Braxton Hunter.
Well, hey, there's one of our competitors.
Braxton Hunter making his way to the ring. I've heard a lot about this young man. Apparently very impressive. Oh, and Cameron Thomas out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness. Cameron Thomas had it planned from the get-go.
You know what? You got to give it up to that kind of planning. That is just genius. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. The best way to take out your opponent is in the parking lot. When they don't show up, you win by default.
Well, I can't disagree with you, Bryce, but I don't like it. Cameron Thomas is a piece of crap.
Cameron Thomas is a genius. There's no way that this was a bad idea.
Man, what? He's a piece of trash for doing this. Braxton Hunter is a newly crowned new level pro tag team champion. He won that up north with Dale Springs, and now he's looking to capture the Gulf Coast Championship. This match making history tonight, the first ever Gulf Coast Championship match. And Cameron Thomas, primetime, attacks him from behind.
Well, I'm here to tell you that when they go back and they write the record books, when the annals of history, nobody ever reads it and says he won, but he wasn't a nice guy about it. All it shows is a W and him holding the first Gulf Coast title.
Well, Bryce, how's he even going to win the championship? The bell hasn't even rang yet. They haven't even gotten the ring.
Have you ever rolled an unconscious man into a ring and pinned him for a 3 count? It's not that hard.
Oh, man, I tell you what, Bryce.
And there are those stairs coming into play again.
Man, shades of Ellie and Avery from earlier.
Well, hey, Cameron Thomas was probably watching that match. He's like, hey, that was a good idea.
I tell you, what a night it has been so far. We witnessed Haney defeat Suicidal Soulja. We witnessed Cachi defeat Jennings. Then we seen the uncanny Richard King and the Limit, Jay Sky, known as the Rapture. They were victorious in their debut. And then, as stated, we saw Ellie retain over Avery.
Hey, I know what I saw. I'm more interested in what I'm seeing, and that is Cameron Thomas absolutely dominate Braxton Hunter.
Man, this is just not fair. They need to get in the ring, okay?
Fair? What's fair? This ain't about fair. This is about wrestling.
But how is Cameron Thomas going to win the title? Kurt hasn't even called for the bell yet because they're not even in the ring. This is an assault.
It's an assault that's going to bring Cameron Thomas a brand new title. He's going to be the first time ever Gulf Coast champion here at Revolt Pro Wrestling, and I can't say I have to argue with these tactics because they're obviously working.
Man, what a primetime weasel Cameron Thomas is.
That's kind of what he said about you in the back.
Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we have to thank our sponsors like EDM Security and Shadow Graphics. It's because of them that we can put on shows like this and bring you these matches that you see here tonight.
Braxton Hunter's going to need some security or a walker or some crutches after this.
Man, I don't even think Hunter's going to make it into the ring. I tell you, I bet he wishes he would have brought his tag team partner, Dale Springs, with him tonight.
Yeah, that'd be his style. You know, 2-on-1, just assault somebody, break the rules. That seems like Braxton Hunter's move.
Well, no, I'm not saying Braxton would have used his tag partner to his advantage, but what it would have done is gave us a fair, balanced matchup in the middle of the ring, Bryce.
It seems pretty fair and balanced right now.
Look at this. And this is just an assault.
No, that's a ring post. The crowd letting Cameron Thomas know exactly what they think of him. Cameron Thomas does not care.
I tell you, with what's going on right now in the Crestview Community Center, no one's going to the restroom, they're not going to concessions, they're not doing anything but keeping their eyes on these competitors. You know, they're hoping with everything that Braxton Hunter has that he can somehow mount some kind of comeback against Prime Time.
I saw a few in the crowd with their cell phones out. I believe they're calling the hospital and reserving Braxton Hunter a room.
Well, Braxton gets some separation there. My goodness.
Finally in the ring.
And rather you like it. Oh, wait just a minute.
And a jumping thrust kick to the face. Double bicycle kicks.
Where is Braxton Hunter getting this from?
Braxton Hunter mounting a comeback here. Oh, with a discus forearm, roaring elbow, and a stomp to the back of the head.
Bryce, the talent pool that management keeps bringing to Revolt is like no other.
Braxton Hunter going with a basement drop kick.
The best athletes in the world. Man, history being made right here, the cover.
Kick out by Cameron Thomas. I mean, by all standards, this match should have been over the second Cameron Thomas rolled Braxton Hunter into the ring. I think the referee should have stopped it and named Cameron Thomas the Gulf Coast champion of Revolt Pro Wrestling from the start.
Well, I tell you, history being made right here tonight at the next chapter, Bryce.
Anybody who wants it that much deserves it.
Kurt Diamond not just going to call a matchup like that. Fair and balanced official here.
Yeah.
Oh, but there it is. Oh, the
Alabama slam. Kick out.
I tell you.
Did we change from a state to a city on that one? What happened?
I told Prime Time.
Oh, arm ring whip.
I told Prime Time I said, hey, I like that Alabama slam you did. He grabbed me by my tie and said, it's the Orlando slam. And I said, okay, just let me go back out there and do my job.
Well, you deserved it. I'm surprised he didn't paintbrush you. I've thought about it a few times myself tonight.
Well, I tell you what, you need a pair of glasses. The cover. Did you see that, Bryce?
I can watch Cameron Thomas win from here.
Prime Time back in control. I tell you, the Orlando slam didn't get it done, but if he hits the Prime Time spear right there, it's academic.
Prime Time spear. That's like being hit with a sledgehammer in the gut.
Oh, but Cameron Thomas.
Too close to the
ring
ropes.
Awareness there. He should have just pulled Braxton into the middle.
Braxton Hunter taking the coward's way out of that pin.
No, you see, that's what happens when you attack a man from the get-go.
You almost win the match? Good idea. Up and over with a thrust kick to the sternum.
Oh, the code breaker off the second rope.
Good Lord.
That could be it,
Out
right?
of nowhere on that one. 3.
I can't believe it.
I am in utter shock. How did Hunter pull that out?
This match and the first ever inaugural Revolt Pro Wrestling Gulf Coast Champion, Braxton Hunter.
And Braxton Hunter pulls it out. An amazing upset. Walking away with the first ever Gulf Coast Championship here at Revolt Pro Wrestling. Where did that code breaker come from, Justin?
It came from out of nowhere. I mean, I thought Primetime had this just as good as one.
He had this match so well planned, so well scouted. He knew every in, every out. He had a plan. He had draft paper out. He was writing up blueprints, and it just did not pay off tonight for Cameron Thomas.
And you can see with a comeback like that, you can see how Braxton Hunter is not only the new level pro tag team champion with Del Spring, but now he is
Your new Revolt Pro Wrestling Gulf Coast Champion, Braxton Hunter.
Braxton ending the year on top and now starting the next chapter of 2019 on top as well.
Can you think of a better way to start a year than winning the inaugural title of a promotion? Especially a promotion as great as Revolt Pro Wrestling. That is a high accolade. That is something he'll be riding for a while, and you can guarantee you will be hearing about it out of his braggadocious mouth week after week.
The following singles contest is to perform with Introducing first,
one state.
And he is the king of every heavy metal. You can hear his entrance music. This guy is a beast. Look how tall he is.
Oh, he's an absolute monster. I've seen him in action many times before. He can absolutely destroy his opponent in a moment's notice.
And still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the international superstars, our Revolt Tag Team Champions, and the Revolt Heavyweight Champion, Zane.
You want to talk about an international superstar? Ryan Oshun just finishing up a tour in Korea, dominating over there, and coming back here to Revolt to smack around Zach Cooper.
And Cooper, no stranger, traveling from other countries. He hails from Toronto, but has made his way all the way down south here to Crestview, Florida.
He's from Toronto?
Yes, sir.
Is he here legally?
I assume.
You don't know.
Bryce, just what are you getting at?
I think he should be deported.
I tell you what, Bryce Anthony, you are full of it.
If we can't deport the whole thing, can we just deport his haircut?
Well, I'll tell you what we can't deport from Zach Cooper, and that is the size. I mean, he is slightly shorter than Oshun, but that man has a massive frame as well. I think he's going to be able to hold his own here tonight at the next chapter.
Well, Zach Cooper's got all the strength in the world, but I don't think any man standing can hold their own against Ryan Oshun when he gets going.
Man, his forehead touches the second rope from the outside.
Well, he's a massive man.
This guy is remarkable. My goodness.
Did they reinforce the ring for this? Because that's a lot of person in that thing. And I'm not just talking about Senior, the referee.
Man, this is about to be a showdown, ladies and gentlemen. Nice catch there from Dave Royson, showing skills from his ball-playing days.
Ryan Oshun jaw-jacking with a crowd. They don't appreciate it much, but I don't think he appreciates them.
If I was in the crowd, I would not jaw-jack with Oshun. As a matter of fact, that's why I just completely stayed away from him backstage altogether. I went to approach him. He simply gave me a look, and I just turned the corner, and I tell you, I ran right out here, Bryce Anthony.
That was in your best interest. Otherwise, I'd be doing this by myself, and the ratings would go up.
That's merely speculation. And there is the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Oshun against Zach Cooper. Oshun in the all black, Cooper in the red and white, representing his Toronto colors. Oh, look at those push-ups there. Nicely done.
Yeah, that'll really help him when Ryan Oshun punches him in the face.
Well, he's just warming up, getting the blood flowing. Trying to get into the head of Ryan Oshun.
Not working at all from what I can see. And they lock horns like two big bulls, nobody giving an inch.
My goodness, stalemate to start. What a mighty lockup, Bryce.
Ryan Oshun having a problem with Dave Senior's call. And I can't say that his officiating has been too impressive in this match.
Our officials at Revolt Pro Wrestling always do a great job, Bryce. It's a hard job out there.
Cooper making a clean break of the corner.
Oh,
he obviously pulled the hair.
He did not pull the hair.
It's what Ryan Oshun said, and why would you just believe him?
I tell you, you need a pair of glasses. I'm going to get you a voucher to Eye Center of America. Here we go.
Lock up again, right into the corner. Oshun just muscling Cooper in there. Working the face.
I got till 5.
He does indeed have till 5.
He does have until 5.
He pie faces him right in the mush. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at him cower in the corner,
Hey,
Bryce.
that is a tactical maneuver. Stay in the ropes, get in his head, make him work for it. Just stand there toe-to-toe with somebody as big as Cooper. I mean, that's just psychotic. You gotta make him work for it. You gotta take a little out of him, take a little pepper out of his salt. I mean, make him get in there and mix it up with you.
Here we go, another forceful lockup here. Each athlete looking to gain advantage here. Cooper holding his own.
Oh, and Zach Cooper takes a hard shot to the chops. Oh, and a sharp chop to the chest.
What a potent chop, my goodness. I spoke too soon.
Ryan Oshun raining fists and chops down on Zach Cooper.
Oh,
Zach Cooper with a quick sidestep. The shoulder tackle. Into the body slam.
that astonishing by Cooper. A cover. How about that, Bryce?
Oh, I saw a kick out. That's what I saw. So this match continues.
Nicely done by Zach Cooper.
Zach Cooper with Ryan Oshun in a headlock right now, trying to work, put all his body weight on him, wear him down. And it's not working out in his favor. He's just taking some hard shots to the stomach.
The cover.
Shoulder tackle, two count. Oshun kicks out.
And he retreats to the outside.
He's regrouping and making a tactical maneuver.
Zach Cooper looking good to start.
Zach Cooper's looking lonely. Ryan Oshun demanding that Zach Cooper back up from the ropes and let him in the ring fairly. And I can't say I blame him. I wouldn't put it past Zach Cooper to kick a guy while he's trying to get in.
I tell you, witnessing these two giants here live at the next chapter, this is astonishing.
Why does he have to try and pull him out? Oh, that's what he gets. Try and pull in Ryan Oshun from the outside. He should have just let him get in and fight him like a man. But that's what Zach Cooper gets.
Well, for once, I do have to agree with you, Bryce. Zach Cooper should have stayed inside and just saved the energy.
Oh, and he rakes the back.
You ain't cheering for him now, are you? Just you. Just him. Just him.
Ryan Oshun taking his time. Oh, Zach Cooper tries to fight back and takes a forearm in the face for it.
I tell you, just like that, Oshun in control. He has Cooper really.
Oh. Zach Cooper's finding himself on the bad end of a lot of hard fists. And if his chest isn't red yet, it will be tomorrow. Red, bloody, and bruised. And Ryan Oshun bringing a world of experience, and I do mean the world, like we talked about earlier, just back from North Korea. You know he picked up some tricks over there.
Golly, look at the speed from this monster of an athlete. Man, very impressive is Oshun. Huge side slam. That could be it, Bryce.
Zach Cooper kicks out at 2 amazingly. Hard to believe he kicked out from such a hard slam. Oshun buries his knee in Cooper's back, cranks back on the chin.
My goodness, what a beast.
Crowd getting behind Cooper. Don't know what good that's going to do him. Especially against a guy like Ryan Oshun. And
Now
he eats
there
canvas.
is some pulling of the hair, Bryce.
I saw him have the head. He had the head for sure. I didn't see any hair.
I tell you what. Nicely done nonetheless, but man.
And just grinds his foot into Cooper's face. And he does indeed have till 5 to rake the bottom of his shoe across
Telling
the
Dave
bottom
Royson once again.
of Zach Cooper.
You are correct, Bryce. He does have until 5, so as long as he breaks it at 4, he cannot get disqualified.
What's Zach Cooper doing hanging out on the ropes?
Well, he's almost on Dream Street.
He just took a nice hard slap in the face. That's just disrespect.
Oh, but listen to this. The crowd's starting to get to Ryan Oshun. They're distracting him, Bryce. He's got to stay on his opponent.
It's a constant thing of keeping your focus, but when you're as good as Ryan Oshun, you can afford to showboat a little bit.
I tell you, Revolt management steps up each and every month, bringing us the best talent in the world to Revolt Pro Wrestling.
Well, look at Zach Cooper just falling into that bottom rope. Oh, and he eats a leg, hangs himself across the second rope.
Man, that's got to hurt, Bryce.
Oh, it does. That'll jam your Adam's apple right back in your throat. You can't breathe. You can't see right. Your eyes start watering up. And men who can't see and can't breathe can't fight worth a dang. And Ryan Oshun has got this baby wrapped up.
Yeah, it's over. I agree, it's over. 3. Nope.
I thought for sure he had him right there.
Zach Cooper's still in there.
Putting up a valiant fight, but against a guy like Ryan Oshun,
I tell you, all Zach Cooper needs is a counter or two, and if he can get the big man up and land that Canadian knockout, it could be over.
all a drowning man needs is a snorkel, but who's going to give it to him? Wheelbarrow position here. Wheelbarrow German suplex. Good Lord.
What strength on the Slade.
I felt that in my teeth from here.
Yeah, he just deadlifted the dead weight up over his head and landed Cooper right on the back of his upper back and neck.
That is pure power. The crowd rallying behind Zach Cooper.
Yeah, and they know Oshun does not like listening to them. They're trying to distract him, but he's not falling for it this time.
They have a hard time getting in the head of Ryan Oshun. He's not having any of it.
Still to come, the international superstars, the Revolt Pro Tag Team Champions. And then in the main event, Zane Stevens, the heavyweight champion.
Zane Stevens going to take on Jaxon Slade, but right now, Zach Cooper is having a hard time taking on Ryan Oshun's knee.
Yeah, you know, as we have well over the 10-minute mark of this matchup, Zach Cooper, even if he lands a couple counters at this point, he may not even be able to get Ryan Oshun up for the Canadian TKO.
I severely doubt it. Ryan Oshun, a beast of a man, hard to lift, especially when he's punching you in the jaw.
What a mighty strike. Did you hear that?
Oh, I hear it. I felt it.
Impressive is Oshun.
There's Zach Cooper coming back with some
And there's some
double axe
desperation
handles.
there. Oh, the big man flew through the air. Did you see that side kick
Catches
there?
him right in the chest with a wheel kick.
Man, he just spun through the air.
Zach Cooper on desperation mode at this point.
Yeah, and Ryan, you see, even though he was in control, he's kind of worn himself out.
Going up top, going to the second rope.
Oh, the Canadian bomb flash right there. It's over.
Ryan Oshun kicks out at 2. He is not done fighting this.
Deemed by the crowd as Super Cooper. He's going to need to be super if he wants to get Ryan up in the Canadian TKO. Surprisingly, he's in control.
At this point, Zach Cooper shouldn't be looking for any special maneuvers or any signature plans he has. What he should be doing is trying any way he can to get that 3 count. High risk maneuver. High risk for a reason. It's not going to pay off this time.
Man, did you see his head hit the canvas, Bryce?
I saw a lot of parts of him hit a lot of things.
I know you were talking about calling the hospital earlier, but man, Zach Cooper might be concussed. My goodness, his skull just bounced off the canvas.
Oh, and he eats a boot to the face. Courtesy of Ryan Oshun, his big size 14.
And that's it. Oh, he pulled him up.
He pulls him up out of 2. Had a chance to win, didn't go with it. Wants to inflict more punishment on Zach Cooper, and does with a vicious double chop to the back.
Now, Bryce, I know you don't agree with pulling a man up when you have him down for the pinfall, right?
Justin, with a man as big as Ryan Oshun, I agree with anything he does. I don't want to get on his bad side.
Full Nelson slam. That could be it. It's over.
It is over. Ryan Oshun wins this match decisively.
You know, Zach Cooper mounted a comeback very briefly. He hit that second rope Canadian bomb splash, but when he went to the top, Ryan Oshun made him pay. He never recovered after his skull bounced off the canvas.
Zach Cooper was never going to recover. I mean, he took a horrible beating at the hands of Ryan Oshun. The New Jersey Devil just showing his dominance here at Revolt Pro Wrestling, the next chapter. And who on the roster could stand toe-to-toe with Ryan Oshun?
I tell you, management definitely saw what the king of heavy metal, Ryan Oshun, just did. This man could be on his way to a title shot, Bryce.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
Your winner tonight at the next chapter, Ryan Oshun. This is our semi-main event at Revolt Pro Wrestling's The Next Chapter. We're about to witness the Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship on the line.
And this one has a strong contention for match of the night. You're talking about Critical Mayhem versus the International Superstars for the Revolt Tag Team titles. I can't see how this wouldn't be an absolute 5-star match across the board.
You are not lying about this. The International Superstars Tag Team Champions here at Revolt, but also at the WXW, but Critical Mayhem, they are Tag Team Champions as well. They are the AWA Tag Team Champions.
Absolutely. Joey Osborne and Blanco Loco, they have their hands full. I wonder if they've done their homework on these guys.
Oh, I guarantee they've done their homework. But as we were stating about the state of who is the #1 contenders to the Tag Team Championship, hey, if Critical Mayhem can win tonight and upset the International Superstars, I tell you, Revolt management is going to have their hands full as to who will be the #1 contender.
I've already told you I know who the #1 contenders are.
And who's that?
None of your business. Find out for yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Why do I always have to do the work for you? When are you going to do your own?
Well, hey, you know, as the most athletic voice in all of the Southeast, I'm always in the gym, you know?
Be an athletic voice all you want, but it won't get any broadcast journalism done. It won't help you find out who the #1 contenders are. And it won't help you shave off that little rat mustache either. It's weird.
This is an athletic mustache.
Don't kid yourself.
Anyways, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the semi-main event of the evening.
The following tag team contest scheduled for one fall is for the Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Mayhem, cocky and arrogant, and absolutely deserved of it.
And their opponents, from Mexico, New York, and Telford, England, respectively, they weigh tonight at a combined weight of 325 pounds. They're the XWX Brawl and Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions of the World. The team of Joey Osborne, Blanco Luco, the International Superstars.
Yeah.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This semi-main event about to start. Kurt Diamond, our official tonight. The International Superstars taking on Critical Mayhem.
Critical Carlos, Gabriel, and Andrew Mayhem Merlin. And they're new here at Revolt Pro Wrestling, but man, have they come a long way to be here, and do they have some accolades behind them to take on the tag team champions?
Yes, the current AWA tag team champions themselves, looking to capitalize on this opportunity here tonight. Critical Carlos Gabriel in the trunks with the tattoos, and Andrew Mayhem Merlin in the tights. It looks like he's got a little bit of a shoulder brace going on there.
Purely aesthetic. There's nothing wrong with it.
Got a little bit of that athletic tape on him. This matchup promises to be a dandy, Bryce. I can't wait for it to start.
Blanco Loco has some of that athletic tape around his head.
That is a mask.
Are you sure?
And here we go, the International Superstars playing games to start.
Seems to be a bit of a pose off here.
I tell you, I like witnessing stuff like this, but not gonna help them regain the...
Oh, did you see that? I'm going to have to give the win to Critical Mayhem.
That was nicely done. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's he gonna hit here? And I tell you, Critical Mayhem, I think they gave up the victory on the pose-off right there. Blanco just recaptured it.
Are you sure Blanco isn't Native American? Because he just sat Indian style.
You know, the International Superstars having fun as the bell rings to start here. We get a handshake here, good sportsmanship, but no games need to be played here tonight if the International Superstars want to walk out of here as the Revolt Tag Team Champions.
And they have every ability to do it. I mean, like we said, AWA of Florida Tag Team Champions walking into Revolt Pro Wrestling. I mean, that is a huge mountain to climb for the current Tag Team Champions, International Superstars. I mean, can they hold on to the belt against that kind of competition?
And you know, they've been feuding with the Space Cowboys for a very long time. They ruined the Space Cowboys' 1 year anniversary of holding the Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships by pinning them and taking them from them. But hey, the Space Cowboys and Avery Taylor picked up a much needed victory at Rise Up. So International Superstars, not only are they wanting to regain or retain their tag team championships, but they also want to pick up a clean, fresh cut victory here tonight. You know, not going to just earn it by count out or DQ. They're trying to go for the pinfall or submission and get back to their winning ways.
Joey Osborne and Andrew Mayhem Merlin putting on a technical clinic, as it were. Going hold for hold here, seeing who gets the better of it. Andrew with his foot on the rope, forces the break.
Critical Mayhem has been to many cities and states, but also has the International Superstars looking to make their debut next month up in West Virginia. By golly, that's my home state, Bryce.
When they leave, don't forget to tell them to turn off the light. There's only one.
Oh boy. Anyways, back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Critical Mayhem looking good to start here.
Working that arm wringer is Joey Osborne.
He just kind of slipped and countered out of it.
Jerks him back away from Andrew away from the tag. Joey having a problem with his eyes.
Yeah, a member of the crowd says he bit him.
I didn't see him bite him.
Yeah, for once, I don't think I saw it either, but I mean, the crowd has a good view up front there.
In comes Critical Carlos Gabriel.
I think it just happened so fast that Kurt Diamond missed it as well.
His partner taking that rise up jawjacker. Crowd calling for Blanco. Want to see him get mixed up in this.
And a huge jumping tag there. International Superstars having fun to start.
You gotta wonder if the International Superstars aren't taking this too seriously.
Calling for a test of strength here. Let's see what we get here, Bryce.
Gabriel giving up a couple inches to Blanco there.
Oh, and look at that. Gabriel shows that he can dance as well. You know, I'm impressed with Critical Mayhem so far. They are not falling for any of these mind game tactics. Oh, flossed on him. Oh, and Blanco, I think he just gave up right there. He can't beat the floss dance.
Here we go, test of strength again.
You know, Critical Mayhem, they came prepared playing mind games of their own.
They are locked together. See who gets the better of this. Like I said, Blanco has a couple inches on Carlos. And it looks like he's starting to get the better of him. They both go for the leg whip at the same time.
From the size of Carlos' legs, it looks like he may weigh a little more, even though Blanco is slightly taller.
Blanco with the headlock, working it on Carlos.
Oh, nice trip up there. You can see the power. Oh, but a cover.
Gets him with a leg whip.
Yeah.
Takes him down. Referee Diamond's down too.
Yeah, those. Oh, here we go.
Double kick.
They're countering everything out there, Bryce.
Duck.
My goodness.
Double wheel kick, blocked. Oh, Blanco's got a hold of Gabriel's foot. Gabriel asking for some mercy here.
Incredible action to start. Blanco actually
looks like Blanco's going to give the mercy.
Yeah, going to let him regain his composure here.
Now they both got the foot. Mexican foot standoff.
And I tell you, I'm impressed with Critical Mayhem. They have done their tape study.
In Mexico they call that dos futes del patos. Don't research that.
I'm going to take your word for it, Bryce Anthony.
I would.
You are a professional broadcast journalist. But as I was stating, Critical Mayhem, they have studied their tape footage. They have seen the international superstars like to play mind games to start. And, you know, it's not working against Critical Mayhem.
You know, it does work against the international superstars is a quick elbow to the ear.
Yeah, Critical Mayhem not here to play.
A wheel kick to Gabriel's face.
And now we see the international superstars start to get serious here.
I clipped him right on the button. Going in for the double Irish whip. Double hip toss into a...
Done. I believe they call
toss-up neck breaker.
Crux. so many moves in their repertoire. I mean, it's just, man.
Moves in their what? And a boot to the face. Carlos Gabriel trying to fight his way out of this corner, gets both his feet caught, whipped over the second rope and clubbed in the back. There's the blind tag for El Blanco. Oh!
Did you see that sliding German suplex?
That is crazy. I've seen it now, but I've never seen it before. That's a new one on me.
My goodness, I swear, every time they get in the ring, we see something new from the international superstars.
They work so seamlessly as a team, it has to be hard to get inside of there, to take the inside track on them and to get the advantage. Oh, and a kick to the back on Blanco from Andrew Mayhem Merlin on the outside. Oh! And Carlos Gabriel taking absolute instant advantage of it, calling for the referee. 2 count. On Blanco.
I like the awareness from Critical Mayhem, you know.
This is what they have to do. They have to keep Blanco out of his corner. They have to keep Joey Osborne on that apron.
Yeah, Gabriel saw that Diamond was talking to his partner and tapped him to get him around for that pin. Wow.
It was a Manhattan drop into a cannonball.
Yeah, cannonball maneuver there, whatever they call that. It was effective. You can see Blanco is hurting. As stated before, ladies and gentlemen, Critical Mayhem are the AWA Tag Team Champions. So, international superstars going to have their hands full.
They said this could be a major roadblock on the title reign of international superstars. I mean, how do you overcome another tag team title from another place? The AWA is no joke. The AWA of Florida Tag Team Champions, Critical Mayhem, proving why they hold those belts.
Yeah, and if Critical Mayhem can pull off the upset tonight, I tell you, management going to have their hands full as to who will be the #1 contenders in February.
Oh.
And someone from the crowd said, ring the bell. I tell you, I agree, Bryce. I thought it was over right there.
The standing Spanish fly by Merlin on El Blanco. I do not know how he kicked out of that.
And Gabriel back in as Merlin goes to the outside. I'm impressed with Critical Mayhem.
These are 2 impressive young men. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly how to work a tag match. They know exactly how to cut the ring in half and keep the injured man down. Joey Osborne chomping at the bit to get in this ring, help his partner out. Not happening if Critical Mayhem has anything to say about it.
Oh, Blanco is in trouble, Bryce.
Blanco just ate an elbow in the face.
A roll up. Look at the strength.
Power out of El Blanco. He might just be running on adrenaline and hope, but that was one heck of a maneuver.
Remarkable there. How did Blanco Loco get the strength? A modified German suplex there, just kind of deadlifted him from the bottom of the canvas. Man.
In comes Merlin, takes a shot at Osborne. Osborne in, Osborne hot.
And Diamond, that's a tough job. Like I said, our officials, they've got to try to keep it one-on-one and keep the partners outside. Joey should have stayed on the apron there, Bryce.
Joey's still not helping his partner by being in there.
And Andrew Mayhem Merlin gets a cover.
There was completely illegal tag there that I totally saw. There's the legal tag. Just like last time.
Blanco, desperation.
Making a comeback.
Oh, did you you see that Hurricane Rana to the rope?
And a swing kick to the face into a snap German.
Man, he snapped him there. We could have new champs.
And Joey Osborne makes a save for his partner. Now, he shouldn't be in the ring. He hasn't been tagged. He's not the legal man. But I bet you completely condone that.
Bryce Anthony, did you see how close that was?
I saw how close it was. I saw it would have been over if Joey Osborne would have respected the rules.
He had to jump in and break it up. My goodness, international superstars in trouble. The tag team division in Revolt Pro Wrestling is loaded.
The tag team division is absolutely on fire, especially with the advent of the Critical Mayhem making their debut here tonight. And we may very well have new tag team champions.
Sort of like a Falcon Arrow neck breaker there. Whatever he calls that, he's going to want to make a tag. He is in trouble. But yeah, like you stated, Critical Mayhem. We've got the international superstars. Furia Azteca. Don't forget about the Space Cowboys. I mean, I tell you, the roster here at Revolt Pro Wrestling, one of the best in the world. Hey, definitely the best in all of the Gulf Coast. Here we go, tags at the same time.
Joey Osborne finally getting his tag like he wanted.
Yeah, first to strike, fresh man in.
Comes in and puts a hurting on Merlin. Merlin with a sidestep puts him right into the corner. Joey with the boot shoves him off.
Yeah, he just
Springboard back elbow. I don't think he caught all of that. Picks him up in the fireman carry. Andrew Merlin goes for the ride. Fireman carry sit down powerbomb. That has got to be painful.
Man, it almost picked up the victory there.
Swing kick on Carlos. Joey Osborne off the ropes into a fireman's carry himself.
Oh! Death Valley driver. Follows it up with a knee to the jaw.
Blanco with a reverse thrust kick to the sternum and the stomach.
And we've got
coming off the ropes, held by the tights.
Oh, but he just blocked it off. We've got all four athletes in the ring.
Blanco going foot crazy over here. The educated feet of foot of Blanco finding the mark on Carlos.
Kurt Diamond's starting to lose control of this matchup.
I don't think Kurt Diamond ever had control of this matchup.
Everybody down on the canvas. Who is going to gain the advantage here, Bryce Anthony?
This looks less like a tag match and more like a car wreck at this point.
Man, it's a total debacle in the ring. My goodness.
Kurt Diamond going to have a hard time fishing out who's the legal man after this.
Critical Mayhem, both to their feet first. They just
Blanco going for the ride.
Man, hard to the outside.
Well, I was talking about who the legal man is, and Critical Mayhem may have just made the choice for the referee, keeping Joey Osborne in there.
They said, hey, we're just going to take them both out. We're trying to capture the Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
Blanco flips over his own partner into a Hurricane Rana that sends him into a Critical Mayhem into a spear of his own partner.
Yeah, miscommunication right there. And Joey powers him up.
Down.
Goodness, that could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
And broken up by Carlos Gabriel.
Did you see how close that was, Bryce Anthony?
Critical Carlos Gabriel, half a millisecond away from losing this match. Broke it up for his partner, Merlin.
Joey tells Blanco to get back up.
They're going up again. Dumps him over backwards, pushed into the ropes. Blanco eats the canvas. And Joey Osborne at the mercy of Critical Mayhem.
Oh, that's it! The Awakening Earth! It could be it!
Double pin!
Champ.
Double pin!
Oh, but Kurt won't allow it!
Call for the double pin. 1, 2, and a kick out on Joey Osborne.
How costly was that double pin attempt, Bryce? We could have had new tag team champions.
Andrew Mayhem Merlin and Critical Carlos Gabriel looking surprised that anyone could have kicked out of the Awakening Earth.
My goodness. Nicely done. Perfectly executed there.
But now Critical Mayhem looking to put away Osborne. Missed timing. Merlin eats a knee off Carlos.
They went for it one too many times.
Rise up wheelbarrow.
Oh, here we go.
Blanco taking his time. Can he get it?
Oh! The Avada Kedavra, it's academic.
Your winners of this match are still Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Joey Osborne, Blanco Loco, the International Superstar.
My God, the International Superstar clawing it out against Critical Mayhem in the closing seconds of this match. Did you ever see that Avada Kedavra coming? I thought Critical Mayhem had this wrapped up. I thought we were going to see new Revolt Tag Team Champions. I am completely and utterly awestruck.
I tell you, Bryce Anthony, if it wasn't for that double pin attempt by Critical Mayhem, they may have walked out of here tonight the new Revolt Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
You will never see tag team action like this anywhere else but Revolt Pro Wrestling. And all we can do is wait to see who the #1 contender is. I already know, but you'll have to figure it out.
I tell you what, Critical Mayhem perfectly executed their tape study. If it wasn't for that double pin attempt, man, I tell you what.
International Superstar.
Hey, and I don't know what's next for the International Superstars, but I know what's next for us, Bryce Anthony. The main event of the evening. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to witness the champion, Zane Stevens, take on Jaxon Slade.
Crestview, I want to thank you one more time for coming out and spending your hard-earned time, your hard-earned money with us. It means the world, so for that, we're going to give you the best main event we possibly can. That main event is right now. It is a singles contest for the Revolt Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for the main event of the evening. What an action-packed night we've witnessed so far.
And Jaxon Slade in the ring. He looks bigger than the last time I saw him. He looks focused. He looks mean. And he definitely wants a piece of Zane Stevens, and he definitely wants to leave with the Revolt World title.
The winningest streaks in all of North America, Zane Stevens. Man, he is on a winning streak.
And Jaxon Slade taking it to him here right from the beginning.
Bryce Anthony, you can't do that to the champion.
Gets him with a belly-to-back suplex. You say that, but here we are, and he just did it.
Man, this matchup hasn't even started. It started now. Boy, Zane Stevens didn't even get a chance to breathe. Oh, look at that.
Zane Stevens just crushed himself on the top rope just to lure in Jaxon Slade.
You can see it was smart, but it did hurt Zane Stevens. going for here? Nicely done.
Sunset flip over the top rope. Worked it right into a pin. Oh, a running chop right to Slade.
Man, and no strikes.
Got to get it out of the corner, ref.
Very potent, but so was that eye rake.
Goes for the bicycle kick, misses. Slade's got him, sends him a ride,
man.
right into the bottom rope. Clips his face right on the bottom rope. That is a steel cable, ladies and gentlemen.
Bryce, did you see him slingshot off that rope like that?
I watched his head ping around like a ping pong ball.
Man, we could have a new champion right now. I tell you what, St. Stevens is in trouble.
I've seen guys take the bottom rope to the face before with their whole body weight, and it is rarely anything you can come back from.
I tell you, the crowd very concerned right now, as I am as well, man.
They have just fallen deathly quiet in here.
Man, Jaxon Slade. Bryce, I think it's over right here.
It very well could be. 2 count. Amazing. Zane Stevens able to recover enough to kick out of that 2 count.
I tell you, Jaxon Slade, man, trained by John Saxon, man, he is impressive. And I'll have you know, he has picked up a victory over Oshun in the past.
I knew that. Did you just find that out today?
You did not know
Why
that,
are you so
Bryce
behind?
Anthony.
Absolutely. Trained by John Saxon. John Saxon, a legend in the Gulf Coast area. Well-traveled, an amazing teacher. And he has taught Jaxon Slade a great deal, which is evident here tonight.
And not only has Jaxon Slade learned a lot, as well as done his film study, but him and Zane Stevens are former tag team partners. So, I mean, each athlete knows what each one's going to do. I guess Zane just didn't think Jaxon was going to attack him from behind to start like a cowboy.
Like a genius. It seems to be working out for him really well.
It is working nonetheless. Jaxon Slade in control. You know, the winning streak for Zane Stevens could be over tonight. I mean, he's defeated Cameron Thomas. He defeated Jack Swagger. He defeated Santos to win the title. And just last month, defeated the monster O'Shea Edwards. Back to back to back to back. But the streak is in trouble right now, Bryce.
Oh, absolutely. Zane Stevens has been on one heck of a winning streak, but when you come up against someone you used to tag with, who knows all your tricks, knows what you do, knows what you're scared of, knows your weaknesses, and can plan out an attack like we saw at the beginning of this match, Jaxon Slade may very well have a great advantage over Zane Stevens.
The 12 years of experience for Jaxon Slade is on display as we speak. He is in control and looking good.
It's 12 years, 3 months. Check your notes.
I tell you, Zane Stevens only wants the best competition, but he may have bit off more than he can chew tonight.
Zane Stevens in a lot of trouble. Slade putting all his body weight down on Stevens, just choking the life out of him.
He likes to be better than you, but right now, he is not better than Jaxon Slade. My goodness! You know, ever since Slade just slung him off that rope, man, this is unbelievable.
Slade had a plan coming in here, and he has worked it to perfection. Zane Stevens having a hard time even making it to his feet. That lactic acid starting to build up in the body, the multiple blows and injuries starting to take their toll. I don't know how much longer Zane Stevens can hold out in this situation.
And to your point of a game plan, perfect execution we are witnessing right now, ladies and gentlemen, right here at the next chapter. And hey, the next chapter could end tonight with Jaxon Slade as the new Revolt Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion.
And a vicious Irish whip into the corner.
I tell you, I could feel that one over here, Bryce. My goodness.
Thunderous. I think the ring moves 6 inches. And that's just a testament to the power of Jaxon Slade. This man is crazy strong and scary mean.
A robust Irish whip into the corner. And look at this camel clutch. Zane is in trouble.
Sitting on him, just using all his body weight to bend the back of Zane Stevens.
Just dominating right now. And we're barely 5 minutes into this matchup.
Softening up his neck. You know, Jaxon Slade, a master of the Cobra Clutch, uses it constantly to get a submission from his opponents, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's softening up Zane Stevens for the Cobra Clutch.
Did you see how close that was right there? Man, we almost had a new champion.
Zane Stevens just barely able to get that hand up. Starting to work his way up, trying to fight out of this. Gives him a punch to the gut. And Slade answers right back with a club to the neck.
Incredible. And Jaxon looks like, oh, did you hear that?
Jaxon measuring Stevens. Comes in for a punch, catches a chop in the chest for his effort. And a forearm shiver to the jaw. Zane hooks his arm, spins him 360.
The neck break.
Grabs the neck breaker, blocked by Jaxon Slade. And Zane eats the canvas.
And Zane Stevens with a kick out there. He loves to do that counter neck breaker there. And like I stated earlier, you can tell Jaxon Slade, he has done perfect homework here. Former tag team partners, he just knew it was coming and grasped onto that top rope.
But when you travel with a guy and you stand on that apron, you watch him do the same move night after night, you get in the ring with him, you can almost anticipate what's coming. Zane Stevens needs to change his game, then up his game to get around Jaxon Slade tonight.
Yeah, perfect ring awareness, but there's the neck breaker right there that Zane Stevens wanted it, and just like that, mounting a comeback is the champ. And the crowd chanting BTY better than you. I tell you. Oh! My goodness, what a comeback here. Crossbody, that
High
could be
crossbody
it.
off the top rope. Jaxon Slade able to kick out at 2.
Overrolling crossbody right there. I mean,
Zane
he just
Stevens.
did everything.
Zane Stevens starting to tune up the band here.
Setting it up. If he hits this, it's over. Here we go, all the way from Panama City. 850 strong, the super. Oh, he missed it.
Reverse power slam.
A cover. Wow, and just like that.
There was several.
Man.
Some years ago, Zane Stevens had his arm broke in a power slam. He's got metal plates running up and down his forearm from repeated surgeries of having his arm broken, and that move right there put him in the hospital with just that injury.
Well, Bryce, this match might put him in the hospital regardless of the outcome, because Jaxon Slade is just beating on this man.
Jaxon Slade up to the fireman's carry, fights his way out of it.
Although Jaxon Slade raked the eyes right there.
That's a reverse chin lock. Don't church it up.
And a kick out. It looked like Zane was struggling just to get him up as is. Add insult to injury with that eye rake. I tell you, Jaxon Slade, impressive.
Don't make excuses for Zane Stevens. That was a reverse chin lock.
I tell you, he doesn't want to keep calling Zane Stevens boy.
Jaxon Slade.
My goodness, what strength! Did you see that?
Deadlifting Jaxon Slade in that reverse suplex.
Well, I tell you, in the WWE, they say Cesaro is pound for pound one of the strongest. Man, after that forceful belly to back right there, Zane Stevens might be one of the strongest in Revolt Pro.
Where? I don't know anything about Revolt Pro.
Revolt Pro Wrestling, that's where we're at tonight. Right here, live at the next chapter.
You're talking about other people, other places. Nobody cares about that. Revolt Pro Wrestling is what's on the menu tonight, and that's all we need.
Nonetheless, Jaxon Slade back in control after that deadlifting belly-to-back suplex. And I tell you, that may have taken a lot out of Zane Stevens, even though he didn't take the impact of it.
Zane being drug up to his feet by his head.
Could have easily slipped the disc. Oh, man.
Jaxon Slade raining down rights. Going up to the high rent district.
But don't count the champ out, Bryce. He is still in this matchup.
He's almost out of the ring.
I tell you, you are correct about being out of the ring. Jaxon Slade going to want to be careful. If he knocks Zane out of the ring and wins by countout, he will not become the new champion.
Superplex. Good God, how is Zane standing?
But he falls quickly.
Collapses in a heap.
Thought he was going to give us a burst of aggression right there, but he just doesn't have it.
The sheer power to superplex a man like Zane Stevens, exhibited by Jaxon Slade, is just a testament to how incredibly strong he is.
And Dave Royson up to 6. Are we going to see a double count out, Bryce?
I don't think so. They're both showing signs of life, making it to their feet. We got them both up on their knees. Zane's got a foot under him. The count is stopped.
Stopped it at 8. Oh!
And they are hammering each other.
Last-ditch effort here from Zane Stevens.
Neither man's going to give it up.
I tell you, Jaxon Slade, if he comes up short tonight, Revolt management just might give him a rematch in February just for how well he's done so far.
Bicycle kick, float under.
Man, both
short arm
athletes are
clothesline by Zane
devastating.
Stevens.
You can see this match taking its toll as we near the 15-minute mark. And a near fall right there. Wow.
Near fall by a razor-thin margin. Zane Stevens mounting one hell of a comeback in the face of that early attack and all the brutal moves he's taken, everything that's happened to him in this match. That bottom rope to the face earlier on, jumps over the top rope.
And Slade thought he had him. Oh! Super kick!
Josie Doe and right into the super kick.
The cover!
1, 2, 3.
It's over!
Zane Stevens retains the world title.
From out of nowhere.
Caught Jaxon Slade with a super kick out of absolutely nowhere. I thought Zane was done. I thought Jaxon Slade had this wrapped up. With that early attack and the bottom rope to the face, I never thought that Zane Stevens could make a comeback. But here we are, and he's still holding the Revolt Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title.
You are correct, Bryce. And just like I stated earlier, Jaxon Slade knew everything Zane Stevens was going to do because they are former tag team partners. But Zane Stevens did his homework as well, knew what was about to happen, and hit that super kick out of nowhere. And you heard our announcer, Matt Mooney.
could think that I'm a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing